check it just a little bit. Just hold this bank. Just hold this. See what happens. Watch that airspeed. And just, yep, now just hold this. Try not to move anything. There we go. We're looking good here. Maybe a little bit lower. This is looking good. I like this. Hold it. Nice. You pegged 60. I like it. Keep that head on a swivel. We're just looking around. Now, if we're getting a little pushed away, so what's happening is we're getting pushed. So now you can, yep, it's all right. And the only thing I see is that windsock out there. So now just straighten her up. Okay, here comes treetop level. A little bit of a flare. More aggressive, hold. I'll let it start to settle. Throttle's coming in. See, I take that one to the ground right there. Okay, so we didn't make the spot, but did you feel how kind of more smooth the turn was? It was just nice, gentle. Now we got pushed a little bit from, because I think the wind is coming out northeast a little bit, so that makes sense. We got pushed a little bit, so we could have made a steeper turn as we turned inbound. But you can see,
traffic helicopter 6 Victor Hotel.
You can see if you just have a nice gentle bank and just try to hold it, it's much smoother. You're not chasing anything, right?
Right.
All right.
Right. No, because that stayed on 60 for a little while.
Yeah, you pegged 60 pretty much 3/4 of the way around. All right, so let's depart, and then we'll go out northeast, and we'll find a field, and let's climb to 2,000.
Okay.
Just kind of do a modified max performance. Warning caution lights are off, needles are matched up, temps and pressures are good. We got fuel. Heartbeat's good. Warsaw traffic, helicopter 181, Mike Bravo is leaving the numbers 18, will be northeast bound, Warsaw. And we'll just kind of cut out there. We'll kind of head out there out to those fields. Yep. Then we come back in. We're going to have to take, well, we can use the taxiway for our pull downs.
Okay.
Since we're not making turns, we won't. So we're going to climb to 2,000 feet and come into an out-of-ground effect hover, and we're going to be facing east into the wind.
Richmond traffic, Cherokee 3574 kilo 13 to the west, descending from 5,500. Richmond. And Warsaw traffic says do that. It does. We turn off at altitude, taxi back to the runway.
I didn't need 0 airspeed's auto.
Warsaw traffic, helicopter 6 Victor Hotel is base to final for runway 9.
What's that now?
A lot with like power line workers, guys that are
take off runway
hovering
in
space there for quite a while. They would use the 0.
I don't. The power line guys, they're only 100 feet off the ground, so I don't think there's not really a whole lot of. I mean, yes, if they can do it quickly and realize it. But my example on this would be that you got a photographer on board. We're doing an out-of-ground effect hover so they could take some pictures, and then as you're in it, all of a sudden you lose your engine and. We'll just go to this one. And let's say that you're taking pictures over downtown Indianapolis or downtown wherever, and there's there's nothing but buildings and parking lots. So the only thing you got to really shoot for is a parking lot that's kind of right below you. Okay. And you can't really do a whole lot of maneuvering because you have buildings and power lines and whatever else. So the only way really to do it is kind of come straight down and then do it at the very end. So what we're going to do, so you see you got irrigation right there, and you got irrigation. So let's just split this field kind of, and where there's no irrigation. So somewhere right here in this middle. Okay. And then just start backing that speed off, and we'll get it into the out-of-ground effect hover here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to ride this straight down. Don't give up any real estate. Don't give up airspeed. So what happens is once we enter it, there's a tendency to push forward.
Okay. To the west.
Give me a little bit of right pedal turn.
4,500 to the left base, runway 6.
Somewhere right here. There we go. And so try to make yourself actually go a little aft cyclic so there is no forward airspeed.
Okay.
All right, so what's going to happen is once we roll throttle down, we're going to roll throttle down on this one. Stay on top here. Don't give up any hold. Bring that speed back. I'm going to roll off. You're going to lower the throttle or lower the collective. the nose is going to go left, so be on right pedal.
43
okay?
is 5 to the north, inbound for
and keep aft cycling a little bit so you don't have any forward movement, all right?
Okay.
We're going to fall. You're going to feel a little weightlessness there, okay, when we're coming down. But everything's going to stabilize. You'll see that the BSI is going to stabilize at 15, 16, 1700, somewhere in there, and it's not going to get any faster. You're going to notice it's actually pretty smooth, all right?
Okay.
And then you see we're at 2200, so let's say on this one, we've creeped forward a little bit, so try not to, bring them. We're going to say right around, let's say 1300, so that's 500 AGL. We're going to push the nose forward and build a little airspeed.
Okay.
And then on the next one, we'll get down a little bit lower. All right, so just hold this right here, looking good. All right, actually, yeah, here, I got controls just for a second.
You have the controls.
Yep, I got controls. What I want to do is just kind of, I want to back this up a little bit. I want to have a lot of running room. Just last thing we want to do is go into somebody's fucking backyard.
43 is 3 to the north, or 3 to the north with inbound for a left downwind for runway 7, cold water traffic.
Richmond traffic, Cherokee 74 kilo, PR 6.5 to the west.
All right, so we're going to be over the same field. We just kind of backed up some.
Okay.
That way we have this whole field here to play with. All right, so I'm going to be on with you. When you're ready, you can come on the controls.
Okay,
pretty much get this set up. All right, your aircraft.
Okay.
Keep bringing aft cycling, get that forward airspeed down. We're just kind of using our peripheral to make sure we're not moving forward at all.
Traffic, helicopter number
So a little aft cycling, a little bit more.
Right downwind for 09.
All right, this looks good. Here we are. We're all stable. Okay. So I'm going to count us down. I'm going to roll the throttle down.
Okay.
We're going to lower collective. You're going to stay on your pedals. Give me a little bit of right pedal. Keep us pointed. See how the strings are. All right. So I'm on together. You're going to feel that little weaknesses. Back aft cycling just a little bit. All right. Here we go. All right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Lower collective. There you go. Now just hold. Just hold. Now that airspeed's coming alive. That part of that's the headwind that we got. You can see. Look at our BSI. There's 16. It's just going to hold there. Look at our rotor RPM. It's just stabilized. It's just holding. Here comes 18. Here comes 17. We're just holding. Okay. Here comes 15. 14. There's 15 again. Airspeed. Staying fine. All right. 14. Let's start pushing forward. Go a little airspeed. That rotor RPM is going to come down again. Okay. Now it becomes a straight in. Here comes street top level. Little bit of a flare. Okay. Throttle's coming in. A little bit more flare. Now give me a pedal turn to the left here. Now we started on that tree line right there.
Really? Wow.
That's where we were when we entered the auto. Part of that is we did move forward a little bit as we were coming down, but you can see that's what, I don't know
Not a whole,
that. Yeah.
Not a whole lot.
So let's say that you were doing a photo flight. I mean, look at that distance. That's definitely not. So
right.
Let's do it again.
Whew, okay.
You all right?
Yeah.
It's a different feeling, I admit, especially when you first do it.
Just kind of take, hotel on the go, 09 right traffic whistle.
There you go. Just kind of stay on the left of the trees there. Yeah, it's a different feeling, but you can see rotor RPM stabilized.
Yeah.
We got up to about 1900 on the descent rate, but everything's stabilized. Like there's no vibration, there's no nothing. You're just kind of riding along until you're waiting to push the nose forward to build some airspeed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I admit it's a different feeling, especially if you've never done one. But once you get over that initial free fall, I guess, that initial couple seconds, everything just kind of stabilizes.
It's almost
it just kind of
non-eventful
compared
to some others. Yeah.
Yep. All right, we'll climb up to 2,000 again. We'll do it again.
Okay.
If you want to come around, we can just use this other field. We don't want people calling in on us, so we'll use a different field with this big long field here. So let's get in a out of ground hover. Jeez, I can't even talk. Out of ground effect hover over this field over here. and we'll shoot for that road. That'll give us something to kind of as our spot.
Okay.
All right. So we'll come around. We'll get a little altitude. We'll come around. We'll get set up, and we'll use that little dirt road right there, kind of as our spot to shoot for.
Speed departing runway 9 with a turn to the west.
And then we will go back and we will set up for the pull down.
Awesome. Okay.
And we both got to be feeling it in order to do it. So we will verbally say that on our way down.
Okay.
All right, as you make your turn, start slowing down.
Hotel will be extending our downwind for the departing traffic, Warsaw.
Yep, just keep bringing that aft cyclic back to you. Start slowing us down. And you kind of see how there's a divider right here to the end of the road. Just kind of pick up that and kind of do our out of ground effect hover above that line, and we'll shoot for that into the kind of that dirt road right there. That will be our spot. So just slowly start bringing that airspeed back. Get us into an out of ground effect hover. We'll move forward just a little bit. This one will give us a little bit of a competition here, a little bit of a thing to shoot for. Looking good. All right, just kind of hold us here.
Okay.
All right, so remember, resist the urge to push forward. Just kind of actually a little aft cyclic so we don't give up any of that real estate, because if we give up that forward real estate, now it's just going to make it harder for us to, at the end, to have that flare.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Everything's looking good. I think we're pretty much stopped. We're looking good. We're holding. All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Roll down. Down collective. There you go. Keep on that pedal. Little aft cyclic to keep us back. Yep, we're looking good. Let me know when you see that spot.
I can see it.
All right, a little bit of right pedal. Keep us in there. Okay,
Pitch pull a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. We might even be going backwards a little bit. All right, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and start pushing forward. Build some of that airspeed. All right, keep an eye on, everything's looking good. We're looking good. Everything's looking nice, just hold. Here comes treetop level, a little bit of flare, a little bit more aggressive. Throttle's coming in, let it settle before we start pulling. There you go.
Wow.
If we would have built a little bit more airspeed once we started pushing forward, we would have
been right on.
But I mean, you can see, look, we started, if you make a little pedal turn, we pretty much were just can you see the sprinkler system out there? We were just to the east of that pivot point. You know, we only went, what, I don't know, 300 feet, something like that. You can go ahead and get out here, that way the farmer doesn't get bad at us. But, all right, let's head back, and we'll set up for a straight in. How's it feel?
Yeah,
good?
Yeah.
It's just another tool, though, for you to think about when you're up there flying around. I mean, this is something that you're not going to do to get a guy ready for his private or commercial check ride, right? I mean, it's just not.
No, but it's nice feeling that. I'd hate to feel that the first time and it actually happened.
Right.
And never experience. Yeah.
All right, as you build altitude, we'll just make a right turn.
Okay.
And we'll set up for a left downwind into the taxiway Alpha.
For 09?
Yep.
Okay. Fuel still.
Yeah, we're looking good. Got a quart tank, and we're going back to the airport, so we might be able to get probably 2 in. And so we're going to verbally commit to each other, and once we do, I'm going to take control of the throttle and roll it all the way down. So throttle won't come back alive on us. And you got the airport in sight, so just head directly there.
Okay.
We'll just kind of enter a 45 left downwind on 9.
Okay.
So this is looking good, just hold this. And you can push nose forward, build some airspeed, looking good. We can take whatever altitude we got here. Warsaw traffic, helicopter 181, Mike Bravo is about 3 to the northeast inbound. We setting up left downwind, taxiway Alpha parallel 9er.
Warsaw traffic, helicopter November 346, Victor Hotel, be in between 09 and taxiway Bravo. Check Alpha, doing hover maneuver work in between 9 and taxiway.
Remember, we probably will have a little bit of a slide on. Just keep the nose pointed down the runway. Stay on top of your pedals. Keep that cyclic. If anything, maybe push forward a little bit. We don't want any side to side. We don't want to hit sideways. We want to hit straight on.
Okay. Okay. Just like a good running landing.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We're going to try to bleed off all that airspeed and try to just set her down. But
cold water traffic, Sky Bronco 43 is in the left
most
downwind
of the time, you're going to have at least a little bit of a slide. We can take 9er if you guys want, whichever is easiest.
You guys can take 9. We're just doing hover work down the grass area.
Okay. Warsaw traffic, helicopter 181, Mike Bravo, left downwind, 9er, Warsaw. All right, so we're going to go to runway 9. We're going to shoot for that first intersection, all right? So everything's on this is just going to be normal. We're going to enter. When you think you can hit the spot, we're going to get our glide at 60, and we're just going to ride that all the way down.
Okay.
At treetop level, mini flare, and then more aggressive, and then somewhere on the glide down, we're going to verbally commit, all right? And then once we do that, we're in for it. All right, come on around when you're ready.
All right.
All right, warning caution lights are off. Needles are matched, temps and pressure is good. We've got fuel for what we're doing. Carb heat is, I'll add just a little bit here, looking good. All right, final looks good. Warsaw traffic, copter 181, Mike Bravo, left base turning final, 9. All right, so just give me a countdown when you think we can make that spot. Remember, this is all the same that we did, just a normal straight in, but we're just going to take it to the ground this time.
Okay.
Cold water traffic, Sky Bronco 43 is in the base of final for runway 7, cold water traffic.
If it's not feeling good or it's ugly on the way down, we're not going to do it.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. So.
Hey, how's it? Where you at?
Short final 9.
Clear, we're going to depart parallel taxiway 09 and go back to the northeast hangars.
Got you inside. All right, it's on you.
I say we do it.
Sky Bronco 43 is in a
3, 2, 1.
final for runway 7, cold water traffic.
Get that cyclic into you. There you go. Slowly keep bringing it back. Check, collect it a little bit. There you go. Now just kind of hold this. Yep, looking good. Looking good. Lower collective just air. Airspeed a little bit. Push forward. Come left a little bit. There you go. Looking good. How you feeling?
Missing the spot, but
All right. All right, we're going to the ground, all right?
okay.
I got throttle.
Okay.
All right, just hold. Keep that airspeed up. All right, here comes treetop level. A little bit of a flare. A little bit more aggressive. Push forward. Start leveling out.
Holy shit.
Well, there's to it, my friend. Got a little sideways with but we didn't have any forward movement. Actually, that's probably one of the guy that I taught last time, well, I didn't really teach him, he came here
November 346
for his CFI. He did one of some of the best pull downs I've ever seen.
Really?
But yeah, there's nothing to it. I mean, that's all it is. Burn up all that rotor RPM for the set down.
Wow.
All right, feeling good?
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
go do it again. Let's get one more in
Get
here.
one more in?
Yep. Actually, we didn't have any slide or anything,
Oh.
other than kind of a little off. I mean, Kirkett here, but there was no slide. So and if we did have a slide, we would be going you know, straight for the nose. We wouldn't try to
slide.
Right, correct.
Which
All
is,
right, let's get another one in real quick, then we'll go to the hangar.
no, that actually, I was like, oh, we're here.
It's a lot
Like-
easier to do a full down than it is a power recovery. I'm telling you, I wish that's the way we do it, but insurance companies say no on that because they don't want to tear up aircraft.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Yeah, more caution lights, needles, temps, crash, fuel. We got time for another one.
You good to sit it down with a hover auto?
Yeah, you want to do one?
Yeah.
Okay, take us to the grass over there. So somewhere in here,
Okay.
but somewhere where it's flat for sure. Yep, a little bit more forward. All right, this looks good.
Right about here.
All right, remember to reposition the hands, or reposition your left hand so you can only roll toward you. And you give me a countdown and you do it.
And just nice and smooth with
Nice
the
and smooth,
throttle.
man. Nice and smooth.
All right, this height, we're good.
Yeah, this works.
All right, and anywhere.
Yep, try to get her steady, looking outside.
All right, and 3, 2.
There you go. Good. That's all there is to it. Collected. Now let's pick it up. Let's do one a little bit higher. Let's do one like 5 feet and see if we can time it out to let it start to settle, and then you start bringing up collective.
Okay.
You have to find that spot somewhere.
Yeah, right about
somewhere right there.
All right, pick it up.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah. Well, let's make sure that this hover auto is a lot better than that pickup. All right, bringing us up just a little bit more. All right, so now there's going to be like a 1 or 2 second delay before you start pulling that collective.
Okay.
All right, as she starts to settle, try to time the collective the same momentum as she's settling. All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right, right about here.
Yeah, this will work.
All right,
When you're ready, count me down.
3, 2.
1. Nice and smooth. There you go. Nice. I'll take that. I'll do that. I want to try one. Let me try one.
Okay, you control.
Let's see how much I can.
Yeah.
And the instrument, I got really good at them. I really like doing them. Up just a little bit higher and see if I can time it out. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'll take it.
Nice, yeah.
All right. Want to take it and take us back over there? Or you wanna...
Yeah, I'll take.
All right, your aircraft,
All
just
right.
put us on kind of behind. Well, I think he's on the taxiway. So just, you see the red cones? You got the
Yes.
orange cones. Just park to the south of those. Face it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't care how you face. Yeah, we'll just face it the same way as the 20.
All right.
All right, your aircraft when you're ready.
All right.
Nice and easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a good.
Get a good pickup here. There you go. I feel like maybe just you hair rush it right at the end.
Hair rush.
Like you kind of, once it gets really light, you kind of get. I don't.
Yeah,
want, it's not like you're scared, but once it gets kind of light, you don't like it, and you just kind of pull up.
So
You
just
know what I mean?
Keep that.
Just keep that
small
slow
movement.
pull. Yeah. Like when I'm pulling my helicopter up to 429, like I get it real light on skids, and I actually get to the point where I kind of like to get the front end kind of likes to come up first, and I just let it, and then I'm just kind of really working it just to kind of bring it straight up.
Straight up.
Kind of neat. I
okay.
kind of like it. It's almost like I'm trying to practice, like if I'm doing like a toe in or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like you're just trying to be nice and smooth, nice and
smooth.
slow. All right, man. Not too bad. How'd you like it?
Yeah, I
Good
like.
shit?
Yeah, that's good stuff. Not something you do every day.
But it's something that you can see that you can use. You know that you know, if all you do is straight ends and 180s, that's all you know, then you may not know. I mean, I've actually had someone say, well, you can't go below 60. Sure you can. Oh, no. Yes, you can. No, it wasn't that he was arguing, but he just had never seen it. He had just never, his instructor, which good for the instructor, just never would allow him to go 60 or below 60.
right in here?
Yeah, take us right up there and line us up. Give me a facing northbound there. You're gonna have a right crosswind coming through these hangars right here. There you go. Set her on down somewhere in here.
Right
Straighten
in
her up
here.
just a little bit. There you go. Find it. There it is. Nice and easy. Looking for the ground. Boom. That'll work right there. We'll count that as 4.
All right.
All right. Shut down procedures.
When you feel the pressure to fly, but know the right decision is to stay on the ground, hit the hogs, no-go, and live to fly another day. Helicopterground.com